Yo, what is up, guys? Zach here from 𝗙𝗵𝗋𝗀𝘀. I'm back at you with another workout, and today we have a 25-minute aerobic interval run. So we're progressing from the previous week's training, increasing our aerobic capacity and ability to stay at our aerobic heart rate. For this workout, all you need access to is space to run, so that could be something to run on or somewhere to run to. I'm using the 𝗙𝗵𝗋 trainer. You can use the 𝗙𝗵𝗋 runner or whatever treadmill you have access to. And if you're not doing so already, you always have the option to put your earbuds in and get outdoors and take the audio version of this workout. Now, this is a aerobic run, aerobic pace run, so access to a device that tracks your heart rate. I got a watch here, but it could be a chest strap. That can be very useful, very beneficial. But as always, I'll give you a scale of 1 to 10 to run at, so you can give you a rate of exertion, perceived exertion, to keep you on target today. We're gonna start here in 3 seconds with a 5-minute build-up section. Here we go. 2 and 1. Let's just get a little hop in our step, get moving, get running, spend the next 5 minutes building up to our aerobic heart rate, aerobic pace. Now, this whole workout in total should be very relaxed, very easy to do, and very comfortable. You should not feel any stress, shouldn't feel like you're huffing and puffing too much, unable to recover from one interval to the next. And then after the end of this workout, you should feel as good as I can do this workout back to back, like do it again. We're not going to, but that's what you should feel. Now, right now, I'm running at a 2-3 out of 10 pace. If 1 is walking, 10 is an all-out sprint. 2-3 is very relaxed, easy, just adding a hop. I'm looking down at my heart rate. Like I said, I got a smartwatch. Gives you my heart rate in real time. If you have a chest strap and you're using the 𝗙𝗵𝗋, it's actually very beneficial because you can see the heart rate directly on the 𝗙𝗵𝗋. And you want to start to, in the next 4 minutes now, start to build up towards your aerobic heart rate. Now, what is that? That's somewhere around 70 to 80% of your max heart rate. There are a number of ways to calculate your max heart rate, your aerobic heart rate. I think one of the better ways out there that's more consistent is the MAF heart rate, MAF, maximum aerobic function. I talk about it all the time in my workouts. That is taking the number 180, so 180 minus your age. Whatever that number is, that's your aerobic heart rate. Now, there's a couple variables that could change that depending on your training level and ability. But for now, let's just focus on 180 minus your age. That's going to put you in that 70 to 80% of your max heart rate. Let's bump it up a little bit here. 3-4 out of 10. You start to see that increase in blood flow, maybe sweating a little bit as well, and heart rate bumping up. Now, this workout, we're going to have intervals, a few longer intervals, long meaning 4 minutes, then 2 minutes, and then some shorter ones at the end. And we're going to work on sustaining that heart rate, and also when we get to the intervals at the end, building up to them pretty quickly and recovering very quickly. Bump it up another notch so we can stay well within our aerobic pace, aerobic capacity, but have very small tweaks in bursts of speed so we get that relaxed aerobic speed as well. 2 minutes left. Stay here somewhere around that 5 out of 10. Easy, relax. Now, if you do have access to heart rate, don't worry about that scale 1 to 10. I mean, that gives you a good indication. It should be pretty spot on to where your heart rate is. So 5 out of 10 should be about 10, maybe 15 points or so under your aerobic heart rate. Once you get close to that 6, 7, 8 out of 10 for what we're working on in this training program, the 5 to 10K speed pace, 6, 7, 8 should be around your aerobic zone 2, 3-ish heart rate. Something that's still relaxed, and you can do it for hours on end, even if we're only doing it for 25 minutes today. Bump up the pace. Let's try to get there. Got a minute left of this build-up now. You should, but if you're not there towards your heart rate, max heart rate, or max heart rate, aerobic heart rate. But the end of this build up, don't worry. Got another section after this. That's the first interval, but you still got time to build up to your heart rate, 70-80% range. Breathing here, breathing. I'm starting to sweat now. Heart rate is just on the bottom of that 70% range for myself. What's going to really help out with keeping your heart rate on pace? Form. If you can improve your running economy and your ability to maintain a consistent solid form approach, your body's not going to be as stressed, as fatigued, as quickly over the long haul. Lost my train of thought for a second. As I look at the clock, 3, 2, 1, dial back. Minute break here. Again, this is an interval run, so we're going to have periods of running, periods of walking. Even if you feel great to keep running, stay walking. I got speed runs, I have speed runs, I have fartlek runs, I have longer runs. I like to break up these workouts in intervals so you can bring more attention and intention to the running periods, so you have a sense of direction, keep things consistent, and an exact training approach as you go through. So discipline yourself, relax, recover. Wait till it says 20 seconds here. You know me, I like to stay on point. 20 seconds, we have our first interval. 4 minutes. We're going to build back up to our aerobic heart rate and stay there as long as possible. If you're an advanced trainee, you can get there pretty quickly, so it's going to challenge you to stay at that heart rate for that 4-minute window. If you're a beginner runner, great. Here we go, let's get right into it. If you're a beginner runner, it might take you a while to get there, or it might feel challenging to hold that pace, so you can utilize a walk-run method. So spend the first 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds even, building back up to that 70 to 80% of your max heart rate. I'm already there. I feel pretty good. Let's hang here. If you don't have that heart rate, again, that's that 6, 7, 8 out of 10 pace. You want to visualize in your head a 5K, 10K race, right? That 3 to 6 mile range. If you're going to go outside or on your true form and run that distance, you want to do it really well, but feel comfortable doing it, that's the pace you would run at. Another indication is if you can control your breath. Can you talk the whole time? Can you breathe in and out your nose without exhaling through your mouth? Another indication and strategy to manage the fatigue and stress of going faster will kind of throttle you back. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Keep in mind how far you run for each interval. It's another way outside of heart rate to track your progress from one workout to the next is a distance run in each individual interval and how much you ran in this 25-minute window. Right on target, baby. I like it. These are the best workouts because you're just putting in cruise control, right? Going through a nice little scenic drive today. Drive with your run. If you're outdoors, taking the audio version of this workout, hopefully it's a beautiful day. You're running in a nice little park or something, or the city. I love running in the city as well. And breathing, staying controlled. Where True Form Studios, where we are. Now I'm obviously in this big warehouse building, but outside we get some nice nature, trails, running trails. That's what I like to visualize when I'm here inside, that I'm out there. 90 seconds left of this interval. Then we have another 1-minute break. You should definitely be in that aerobic zone. So make sure you maintain that pace. Zone 2-ish, 3-ish, right around there. Staying relaxed, staying up tall. Head to hips in a straight line. Slightly lean forward from the ankles. Using your legs like a solid wheel is spinning. Think about a tire on a car, tire on a bike. If it's a flat tire, right? It hits the ground, flattens out in the bottom. It's not as efficient as the tire filled up there, right? Smooth circle all the way around. Run like a smooth circle. 40 seconds. Driving. But staying here. 6, 7, 8 out of 10. Smile, baby. Hope you're having a good day. Last 15 seconds here. Then again, we have a minute break, and the run time is going to decrease a little bit, and your effort, still aerobic, will increase. Here we go. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Rest it up. 1 minute here. I'm going to make sure my clock doesn't shut off on me. Get a quick drink of water. Stay moving during these 1 minute blocks. If you can, continue to walk. Try not to stand still. As always, we're still building distance and time on our feet when we're walking. Just provides us a little lower impact setting than just running the whole time. But these longer runs, which we don't do today, but do the workout after this one, we start to increase the time on our feet. And so this workout sets the stage for that. Time on our feet, meaning more longer running periods during the long run workout. So do these workouts, the ones I post, in order as best you can, because it's always going to prep you for the next one. So take the time now to walk and use it to your advantage. So on Friday, we can run for long periods of time. Here we go. Next interval, 2 minutes here. A little bit shorter. Same goal. Build up to your max. Keep saying max heart rate. I get excited. Build up to your aerobic heart rate, 70-80% of your max heart rate, and stay there. Since we have a little bit less running time, we're only going for 2 minutes before that next walking block, recovery block, you can push it a little bit more. So last round for me, at that 4 minute period, I was running about closer to my 70 to 75% of my max heart rate. Here, I want to get a little bit closer to 70, if not up towards 80. So I can push from running a 6 out of 10 to now 7 or 8 out of 10. Because I don't have to maintain it as long. And I also can continue to focus on good form. It's very easy as you get faster, whether it's an aerobic speed or anaerobic like sprinting, to break down on form. But as you get faster, your form has to get that much better. Your forces, they apply into the tread or outdoors increase. Your foot placement becomes more important, as well as how you use your legs as springs, just like I talked about moments ago about being a solid tire and maintaining solid posture. If any of those are off as you go faster, that's where injuries happen. All right, so only go faster if the form can keep up with it. 10 seconds. That's why I like to break these up in intervals, so you can hyper-focus on those things now. So when we get to longer runs or you're running a race, it's all dialed in. And rest it up. Minute again. What we're doing now, this is practice. Not a game, practice, right? So take the time, dial in, what's working, what's not working, what can you improve upon, form, aerobic heart rate, aerobic pace, disciplining yourself not to run faster than what is programmed. So when it gets to game day, you can have that success. 25 seconds here. Then we got the same interval like we just did. 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. Then we start to get a little bit faster, we creep up more. We'll get to that later. Right now, just focus. 2 minutes, what went well that last 2 minute block? Was my heart rate on point? Can I run a little bit faster? Get my heart rate up a little bit more? Increase that relaxed speed. Let's find out. Here we go, 2 minutes here. within that practice, this practice, what we're doing, find your limits, right? Even if it's not a speed run where we're really pushing it, find how much of this aerobic pace you can handle before it turns into anaerobic, before it goes higher than 80% of your max heart rate. You know, you're thinking right now, hey, I'm running at a 6 or 7 out of 10. Are you really? How do you know? Have you ever run at an 8 or a 9 out of 10? Find out now, right? Don't run at 8 or 9 in terms of trying to stay there the whole time, but use the metrics of distance run, heart rate, if you have access to heart rate in real time, to see, can I maintain a 75 to 78, 80% of my max heart rate the whole time for this 2-minute block, not 1 minute left. If you can, you know, your capacity levels are there, and you're probably running at that 7 out of 10 pace. If you think you're running at a 7 and your heart rate's on the lower end, you still got a little more left in the tank, which is fine. But just understand what a 7 is, what a 6 is, because those can also be different on a daily basis, depending on external life factors, right? Your quality of sleep, quality of nutrition. Following my programming, I know the quality of your programming is on point. 15 seconds, but there's so much that can actually affect that scale of 1 to 10. That's why using metrics of distance, heart rate, all three together create a nice little trinity of success. 2, 1, and measurables for you to use. Tools in the toolbox. 1 minute left. Then we go into 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So shorter time. I want you to push to get up to your heart rate quicker, as well as you know how much time to maintain it. So really try to work in the top end of that aerobic heart rate zone. Find that weakness. And then we only have 20 seconds to recover, so it's very quick. And that's going to see our capacity levels. Can you recover from round to round? All right, I believe we have 6 of those. Yeah, I'm looking at the clock. We have 6 of those. Sometimes I mess up. I forget what I program because I got all these workouts going on. But I know we have 6 of them. So 40 seconds on, 20 off, 70, 80% of your max heart rate. Push closer to 80 and see if your heart rate drops down enough to recover during that 20-second period for you to do it again. Let's find out what we got inside ourselves. 40 seconds, still aerobic, but we're pushing it here. We're shortening that walking interval because eventually this walking interval won't be here. 3, 4 zone, right? Still aerobic, but pushing it just a little bit. Maybe the heart rate jumps up a little bit, but we're not huffing and puffing. Still, you know, borderline tempo threshold pace. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. That pace is something you could do for an hour. If I told you, go outside, run for an hour in a controlled setting, we only got 10 seconds here, so I'll try to make this quick. In a controlled setting, how fast can you get it done? That's the pace I want you to run at now. 2, 1, but we're only doing it for 40 seconds. So in your head, can I run for this pace, at this pace for an hour? If you feel like you got a little bit more, give it a little bit more. Find those limits. Still be able to breathe, conversate, and stay in control. 15 left. Last 5. 2 and 1. Shake it out. 4 left here. Less than 4 minutes of actual running left. Guys and girls, that is nothing. Good stuff today. I'm happy. Hopefully you're happy. Let's get right back into it. It's very quick today. 2 and 1. Let's go. Swinging from the shoulders here, not playing the drums. Unless you're shaking out, sometimes I gotta shake it out. Shoulders get tight. If you can't notice, get a little shoulder impingement on the right side, but still kind of move fluidly. Think about it, that's my weakness, so I'm thinking about a smoother arm swing. 10 seconds, as well as working with the coach. Hey, coaches need coaches to help smooth this out. 5 seconds, 2, and 1. Get off for a second, make sure my timer's good. A few more here, halfway. 40 on, 20 off. Heart rate's up. My heart rate's dropping, but not as quickly as it was before, since the rest periods are shorter. So I'm getting into it quicker and maintaining it for longer. Here we go. A little bit faster. Pace. 6, 7, 8-ish out of 10. Closer to 80% of your max heart rate. Tempo, threshold pace. Driving, driving, driving. Relax those fingers, relax that neck. Don't round those shoulders up. Bring them down the back. Stand tall, good form, smile on that face. All things that should be happening right now. 5 seconds. 2, and 1. Stand tall, but don't round that back. Talked about this before. Take from other classes. Again, head, hips, straight line. Slight lean forward from the ankles. 2 more, then you're done. Hyper focus. What can I get done in less than 2 minutes here? 80 seconds. Here we go. 40 on the clock. Driving, driving, driving. You got a little bit more in the tank. Push it. Don't be sprinting here. But again, find those limits. Stay relaxed. That's how you get faster. $15 left. Come on. Last 10. Smile, baby, smile. 2, and 1. Dial back. Last one of the day. Woo! Good work, guys and girls. You know I say guys, non-gender specific. Last 40 seconds of running. Find your limits. Push it. Don't sprint. Push it under control. Relax speed. Here we go. Then we're done. Well, you got to walk and cool down. But last time running today. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. $20 seconds. Come on. Smile, baby, smile. Pump those arms a little bit. Apply force down the ground. Or into the tread. Finish strong. 5 seconds. 2, and 1. Woo! Recover. Walk here for 20 seconds. Heart is beating. I feel good. Heart rate's actually on point. Heart rate watches and chest straps. You know, got to give it a little plus or 5 beats, plus or minus 5 beats, just because it's a little delayed. But for the most part, I stayed on point. A little higher here, but I found my limit, right? I know what I need to do to dial it back, stay in control. Great job, guys. I can't really say too much about this one. This is short, simple, sweet. We found our limits today. We got better. We built our capacity. Get ready. Next workout is our longer run. And I believe it's a test. It's a math test. 3 miles. Let's see if we got it. See you next workout. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Instagram, Zack_Nagle, 𝗷𝗵𝗋𝗀𝘀.com. Always here to personalize every single workout for you. Personalize your success. Peace.